Hey everybody, welcome back to Jimbo Klembo Gaming with your host, Jimbo Klembo. In this video, we're going to be looking at some of the ballistics testing that I'm doing in the L21 Wolf, just to kind of see if there was any difference or if I can notice anything different. We're also going to kind of just take a peek at how the AI responds to some of the low value moderate value targets and some dogfighting. Keep in mind, I'm not the best dogfighter in the world. However, I was giving an opportunity for the AI to kind of respond to my presence and everything. So don't roast me too hard in the comments. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so I just want to point out that taking off from Area 18, I was able to use the hotkey Alt-N to request access from the ATC to be able to leave flawlessly, no problem whatsoever there. I was also able to request my mission without any issues at all. In this particular situation, I asked for a moderate risk bounty. I was able to navigate to the location without any issues and arrive at the location without any really stuttering or any problems whatsoever, really. And so I'm feeling really good about how the patch is starting out now. Of course, we do have sort of that honeymoon phase sort of time frame when the first of the event, or not the event, excuse me, whenever the new patch comes out, it's feeling good. It's without the bugs that we may experience later on. Everything looks good. There's no issues whatsoever that I have seen thus far. So let's, as I'm approaching the target here, let's go ahead and fast forward to some of the dogfighting. So as I'm approaching here, I'm painting or targeting the different ships, as well as seeing how they react to me being targeting them. I do alert that one that I did paint him with a missile, and he reacted quite properly. He activated his shields immediately, and this little arrow is essentially doing kind of what it's supposed to be doing as far as kind of an AI. He is reacting very well to my presence. He is getting rather close, however. I did see him getting a little bit closer than what I was wanting to. So I switch off of him and I target the actual bounty, what I'm here for. Now this part here, you can see that he just kind of sits there. And I thought that a little bit interesting, and so I buzz off of him and pull away to not only recharge my shields, but to make it a little bit more of a interesting fight instead of just you know, hovering there and shooting. So he is maneuvering okay, not as well as the arrow is, but overall the AI is responsive as much as I guess has been. So I'm not really seeing much of a change other than they are flying rather close, which is something that's not particularly new or unique from prior patches. As far as the ballistics are concerned, I don't see it really necessarily penetrating the skin of the target here. I'm hitting him fairly okay, but he is chewing me up pretty good with those lasers. So you can kind of see the vast difference between ballistic impacts versus laser impacts. The arrow and the L21 in the way of the bubble shield are similar, so they should be able to react similarly to laser and laser versus ballistic and ballistic, but you can definitely see that my ballistics aren't necessarily penetrating as well as the laser cannons are. You just saw there too a little bit ago how close that arrow got to me. It was almost like he was targeting me. But you can now see that I'm able to see the damage and response to the ballistics a little bit better. And you can also see that his shields are still up. And I am doing damage, hull damage to the arrow here. So here you're going to see me get a really good bead in on this target and follow it downward, and you can really see the impact of the ballistics penetrating through the shield with it not being down, and how much damage it actually is doing. I thought this is a great example to show the difference between laser cannons and laser damage versus ballistic damage. So I shred him up pretty good initially, and then I just finish him off here coming up in just a little bit. But overall, the 4.3.1 patch is seeming to operate normally. It doesn't seem like they broke any of the features of ballistics or lasers, and they actually, I would argue that there are actually some improvements to getting to the mission, quality of life improvements to getting out of your hangar and accepting these missions. There was no have to click it twice, 3 times. It was just I accepted it and I went to the mission and I was able to conduct the mission. So we switch off the moderate to the low risk target. I wanted to try out both the moderate and the low risk due to the fact that that's more than likely the most common bounty hunting missions that players are going to be doing, as well as the capability of the L-21. So again, you can see that this target, I'm targeting him and he's not necessarily responding. I even tried to do a missile lock to him to see if his shields go up, and they did not. So you can see a little bit of difference and inconsistency with how this mission AI and the prior mission AI are responding. Even with me hitting him, he's not activating his shields. He is still flying rather close, like he's almost trying to hit me. But there is a vast difference in the response to my presence and to me shooting him versus the moderate risk target bounties. So I flip around and I look at this one, and his shields are on. Wonderful. Great. The Hornet has got his stuff together. Better AI pilot, maybe. I don't know. But you can see that the maneuverability is also there as well. He is trying to actively move out of my way slightly. Definitely not good in any way, but he is at least trying to defend himself. Again, I do see this person, or this AI, flying in a straight line often, as well as almost sitting there waiting to be killed or shot. So I understand it's a low risk mission. However, I would have liked to have seen the AI maybe perform a little bit better in the way of maybe maneuverability and staying moving versus just sitting there and dying, essentially. That does not make for a fun mission. This isn't target practice. We're supposed to be maneuvering and jumping around and dipping around things and asteroids. But you can see here this AI is not responding at the best possible caliber that I can, that I would like to see. But overall, easy few thousand in bounty. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I hope that we can have a conversation down in the comments. If you have any suggestions or anything that you guys have seen while you've been out there during 431, let me know. I welcome all comments, and I try to reply to every single one. And we will see you guys in the next one. Jimbo Clembo out. Peace.